Oof. I just coasted 3.5 miles, so basically 5K. Not a very fast pace. I did like a 8:35-ish as per Strava. Yeah, not very fun, if I'm being honest. It's weird because like I've ran way farther than this, and it's kicking my ass. But also, I haven't really been running a lot, or like training my cardio base that much. So yeah, of course it's gonna fucking hurt. You know, that's how it's gonna go. But I'm not running because it's easy. We all run because it's hard, and then we run and we put in this work and we feel way better afterwards. You know. I'm sweating on leather seats. This car's gonna stink after this. But I thought I had a premise for like recording this, and I guess I had some message to say. Not really. Thought I did. I don't. I just did want to say that I know before I said I was gonna like post and blah blah and all that. The same little rant I had my last post, but this time I think I really mean it. In about a year and a half, my whole life's, a year and a half, 2 years, my whole life's gonna change drastically. And I want to make sure that this is kind of what I'm doing when it all changes a little bit, This push for people's health, and getting out there and doing hard things and finding your hill to climb and working hard, but also enjoying some moments, you know what I mean? That's all I want this whole thing to be, is like showing how hard I can work, but then also showing how much I can enjoy myself, Stuff like that. Some dude outside is running with a freaking weighted vest on. He's hauling ass. But the point is, yeah. But now I gotta run to Costco. I had to get groceries, and then I'm gonna go home. And then my buddy Yopu is on his way home right now from somewhere he was at. So when he gets home, we're gonna go to the gym, and I might film that. But I'll also film some leg day stuff. So we'll figure it out. But yeah, for now, if this doesn't cut to me at the gym, then bye. And if this is before, if I use this after I worked out at the gym. Anyway, the point is, thank you for watching. If this is the end of the video, it's been real, and I will see you next Sunday, maybe more often. Who knows? Maybe every Sunday. Figure it out. Bye.
I don't wanna be me. I don't wanna be anymore.
I am such a scared man. I just live in fear, I think. Of failing, of letting people down, of all this stuff. And I think I just try and run from it, and I try and hide it. And when I feel fear, I just try and dodge it, or I get out of the situation, and I won't expose myself to that feeling anymore. And I just try and escape it, and how it feels, and what it might do to me. And I don't really try to confront it, ever. And I think I thought that, like, if I started doing harder things in my life, like running or lifting harder and all this crap, I thought it might help me in that sense. And it hasn't. Well, it has in some ways, but it's helped me learn I can get through almost anything, you know? But it hasn't helped me get better at the exposure of that fear, you know? And I don't think running or lifting or anything like that's gonna get me better, you know, jumping into an actual fear or what makes me anxious, you know? And I think I've got to get a lot more involved with just mentally leaning into what scares me, you know? Talking about how I feel, saying what scares me, just letting all of it out, you know, and not holding all of it in so much, because I feel like I hold so much of it in, and it builds and it builds and it builds, and then I either explode or I run away and I just don't talk about it, and then I eventually explode anyways. But I'll explode and I'll explode and I won't express what's scaring me at all. I'll just explode with random anger and bullshit that doesn't matter. And I need to quit doing that. And I need to get better at just facing the real issues, you know? I don't know if this video's gonna go anywhere, or if I'm gonna put it on a YouTube video or some slideshow bullshit, I don't know. But it's been a hell of a year so far, and the rest of my year is kind of already conquering how it's gonna go. But I really want to work on the rest of the year to get better mentally and stronger mentally, and leaning into more of my mental fears and all that stuff, you know? I also think that when I started, you know, trying to film and like my whole living thing about, you know, just doing stuff with your life and going hard and enjoying your Saturdays, I think I pushed too much of that on I want to inspire people to push themselves physically and do what they think they can't do, and remember that, like, I'm just a dude doing hard things and blah blah blah. Anyways, I want to also make what I'm trying to push out more of a, like, I'm just a dude and I get super scared of how I feel and how to explain that and how to talk about that. And I want to, with myself included, help more people express how they feel and what scares them. Because I think it's something that a lot of people and myself need to work out. And I think if we can all get better at it and learn how to express it a little bit more, maybe the world might go around a little bit smoother. But I gotta drive home now. My phone's dead, so I can't listen to any music on my way home. But that's okay. I don't need music right now. Hope you can hear me. I'm talking kind of quiet, but yeah, man. Living ups, downs, everything. You have these highs and you have these lows, and you gotta lean into them. Enjoy those nights out when you're singing, and then appreciate those moments where you're in your busted ass Miata crying sometimes. You know, you gotta embrace it, and then embrace it, learn from it, move on, keep living. I love it, man. Love life, love the air, love all of it. So, have a good one.
Spend my days with a woman unkind.